little bit of. There we go. I got him that time. Oh, yeah, he did. Guys, he did come back for it. No way.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another refilmed intro, because the original intro corrupted on the GoPro. Go figure. But you know what? I'm starting to learn to roll with the punches on that. And honestly, today's video doesn't even need much of an intro, because the fishing action got so hot so fast that it kind of just speaks for itself. Let's go.
I usually always go and get my camera rolling here. A lot of times I'll wait till I get a bite, but I have definitely been known to catch a fish or two here on the first cast. So we want to be rolling and ready to rock and roll. It is a little chilly here today. We're down to like 51 degrees, but I have fished this pond a lot colder than that, as you guys have seen. But from what I can tell, the water is really, really clear. These fish should be, I'm not up to speed with all the bass fishing stuff like I used to be, but these fish should be in a pre-spawn pattern right now. The water temperature is definitely not warm enough for them to be spawning yet here, I wouldn't think. So they should definitely be in like a little pre-spawn pattern. So we definitely have a potential to catch some fish. I was talking to David, the guy that owns the property. He said he was down here about 4 or 5 days ago and just absolutely hammered them. So hopefully that's what's going to happen for us in here today. My favorite thing about this pond is David does such a good job of keeping this thing fishable all the way around. You can literally make your way around this entire pond. He keeps the edge of it nice and clean, so you can get anywhere in here and fish. So there's not a single piece of this water that you can't cover from the bank, which is awesome. And there we go. That's the first fish on right there, guys. Not a bad little fish. Get him over here. He's going to be pretty solid. Now, I've got my drag set real loose because I am throwing a rooster tail. And that's it, guys. Fish number one on the bank. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. All day, you can come out here and catch these bass. And like I said, y'all check this dude out. Didn't get him on the first cast, but it didn't take us long. Y'all check it out right there. Look, Kentucky largemouth. This fish is cold, but look at that tail where they've been fanning and feeding, man. He is cold and he's small, but he's pretty fat. So it tells me they're feeding and they're getting ready to spawn. So let's get this dude back in the water. Thank you, buddy. Well, I didn't do a very good job throwing him back, but you get the point. There's definitely a little bite right there. There we go. Has another bite. That might have been a little bluegill bite there for sure. There we go. Another fish. Oh, he's running a little. He's angry. I've got my drag set real loose right here, guys, but this dude is angry. He is not happy to be on a line right now for sure. That's a decent fish, guys. That's a pretty decent bass right here for a rooster tail. Let's get him up here. I'm actually gonna grab him here because, y'all, that's a good fish. That's the biggest bass I've ever caught out of this pond for sure. No question. That's about a 2-pound bass right there, y'all. Y'all check him out. Nice, nice bass. Probably 2 pounds all day. I wish I had a place I could set up my third-person camera and show y'all. Y'all check that dude out. That is definitely the biggest bass I've ever pulled out of this pond. Not a giant, but about a 2-pound fish. So I ain't mad about that at all. Let's get this dude back in the water and get a line back out there. She got a nice little fat belly too. She's been feeding. All right, thank you, girl. Well, I did not mean to spin her like that, but there she goes. I pulled that fish right off this brush here, which David had told me he's caught some of his best fish over here in this corner. I don't know that I've ever caught one over here in this little cut until right now, but that one absolutely hammered. There we go. That's another fish. That's a much, much smaller fish there, guys. Much smaller bass. Oh no, that's not a small fish. That is a giant. Y'all check it out. That is a big I always can't tell if these are bluegill or if they're sunbreasts or what. Y'all look at the size on this bluegill. Look at that. That is a full hand-sized bluegill. If we were keeping fish, you're talking about eating size right there, y'all. That is an eating size fish all day, every day. Now, one thing I want to talk to y'all about, because a lot of people have asked. With bluegill, they're the perfect fish to learn how to yeet. right? Y'all always ask me about yeeting sharks and all this. A bluegill is about the size of a cornhole bag. And you can yeet a fish a lot of times the way you can yeet a cornhole bag. So what you're gonna do with this one is we're gonna do the flat toss, nose down. Y'all check this out, where he's gonna start off flat and nose straight down, and we yeeted him. Yeet, yeet, y'all. And we ain't even made it a third of the way around this pond yet. We're fishing on the side I don't normally do well on. That's a fact, y'all, seriously. Normally, this is my slow side. I might only catch 1 or 2 fish over here a lot of the times when I'm fishing. I might be hung up right here is what I might be. Nope, I got it out. All right, good. I'm anxious to get over there. I haven't even made it over to that side yet, but also don't want to leave them biting just in case they're all over here. You know what they say, don't leave fish to find fish. I'm still doing a fairly slow retrieve today just because this water temperature is still way, way down. I mean, it's not even close to being warm enough to where these, there we go, there's another fish. That might be another blue, no, that's gonna be a little bass. Little small bass. That's definitely the smallest bass we've caught so far today, y'all. A fish is a fish, yo. Y'all check him out. That's a little bit bigger than the one I caught with John the other day, but not a bad little largemouth bass. Y'all, this is just fun fishing. I've been out here literally maybe 10 minutes and we've caught 4 fish already. So like, this is it. This is my creme de la creme right here. Like, catching big giants is fun, but when you can come out and catch a whole bunch of fish in one of these farm ponds, there ain't nothing like it. There just ain't. There we go. No, I'm hung. Okay. I got real excited there for a minute, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a giant. But I'm just hung up is all. Whew, man, that's like, that gets your heart pumping right there, like for real. You get hung up like that and it pulls real good and you don't know what it is at first, man, that's just good. I got bit again right there. Oh, y'all, he missed that. Did y'all see that? I hope the GoPro picked that up. That fish swirled on that rooster tail so hard. Let's see if we can get him to come back for it. So hard, he just swirled on that. Man, I've never seen one like dive up to get a rooster tail like that. That was awesome. I hope the GoPro picked that up. I really did, because that was cool. That was almost like a topwater. Oh, he definitely came back for it, y'all. That fish wants this lure. He's eventually gonna eat it. I'm telling y'all right now, that fish is gonna eat this lure. Trying to keep the wind at my back as much as possible because it is super windy. I do have the medium mod on there, so hopefully that's eliminating a little bit of it. There we go, I got him that time. I told y'all he was gonna eat that lure, there was no question. He came back for it too many times, guys. Like, he was fighting to get that rooster tail. There was no question that he was gonna eat that thing. That is another quality sized bass, guys. Had to use the pliers to get that dude unbuttoned, but I just got him in the roof of the mouth. Didn't gill hook him or anything like that, so he's gonna be perfectly fine. No question about that. That fish wanted that lure so bad. He rolled on it right out there, and I kept pulling it over him. And that might be a male. He might be on the bed, because he was hitting it in the same spot every time. And for him to be that aggressive, that tells me, I wouldn't think they would be because the water's so cold, but maybe. But hey, that's fish number 5. Let's get him back in there. Thank you, buddy. That was a little bit better release there. There we go, another fish, guys. Oh, that one pulled on me, dang. I probably worked that one a little too hard. Probably worked him a little too hard. Let's get it back in there though. Maybe, there's no way he's coming back for that because I got him, had him hooked too solid. There we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. Is that a bass? Because if that's a bass, that's bass number 5. That is 100% a bass, guys. A small bass, but definitely a bass. That is bass number 5 on the day. Guys, this is just, I have so much fun doing this. And I know some people don't want to see us catch small fish, whatever. But I'm telling y'all, if you're a real fisherman, and you don't just enjoy coming out and bending a rod, I don't know what to tell you. Because like, even these small bass like this, I could come out here and catch these things all day. I get more enjoyment out of this than about anything else I do. And that's the truth. Other than shooting iguanas in South Florida, that was a lot of fun too. So that is bass number 5, just a little dude. But he is fat. Like, he's been feeding for real, guys. I didn't realize till I put my hand on his belly, but man. All right, buddy. See, and this, just for the record, we can do this with a small bass too. This is just your straight standard underhand yeet. Yeet! See, got a little half turn out of him. That's an Olympic gold medal in the Fish Olympics right there, y'all. Guys, that one right, my GoPro didn't even start fast enough. I caught this one as fast as it hit the water. Another little tiny one, but I couldn't even get my GoPro turned on fast enough to get this one. But guys, check it out right here, look. Look, look, look. Let's get him unbuttoned. First and foremost, he little, but you know what that is. That's the 6-pack, baby. What we do when we hit the 6-pack, Eugene? Let's go.
Crack a cold. America.
I'm telling you, if you don't love America when you see Eugene crack a cold one, you just ain't American. I'm gonna tell you that right now. See you, buddy. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna actually, since he's small, we're gonna do the back flip with a twist yeet. We're gonna go yeet, and then look, right there, in he goes, swims away perfectly fine. There's another, oh, he came off. I didn't even set him. I didn't realize I had a fish. I kind of thought I was hung up and didn't want to set the hook because I thought I was in a log or something, but I did have a fish on because he ran. See if we can get him to come back for it. I doubt it, because I pulled him a little piece there. Oh, yeah, he did. Guys, he did come back for it. No way. No way did he come back and eat that. Oh my gosh. These fish are hungry in here. That might be, no, it's a bass. I was gonna say that might be a bluegill. Guys, these fish are tearing it up eating in here today. We might break a numbers record here today. Seriously, I can't remember what the most fish I've ever caught at this pond was. Heck, this is fish number 7 on the, or I'm sorry, fish number 8, bass number 7. And a lot of them have been small, but we did catch that big 2-pounder, so I'll take that. I'd love to get into one more big one, but thank you, buddy. That was solid. That was a solid dive right there. There we go, fish on. That's gonna be a much smaller fish there, guys. I don't know what that is, but he's a lot smaller. That is definitely gonna be a bluegill. That's, yeah, 100%. But man, we are catching some solid bluegill out of here tonight, guys. Check this out. Like, this one's even bigger than the last one. That guy is a stud bluegill for real. Y'all, anytime you get a bluegill that you can lip like that, that is a beast of a bluegill, son. Like, he's bigger than hand size. That dude, all day, like, if I was keeping fish, we could have one massive fish fry today, y'all. Like, he is awesome size. So that's what's blowing up out here on top of the water. You're seeing all these ripples and all this stuff going off, and that's what it is. It's these bluegill coming up and fading. And if I'm not mistaken, and you can comment down below, but I'm pretty sure this is spawning colors on a bluegill. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And then David showed up. I don't know that you guys have ever actually met David.
I didn't realize you were caught a fish already.
Dude, I've caught 9 fish already. I've slaughtered them today. Bass and bluegill both.
Yeah?
So let's get this dude back in the water. Thank you, buddy. But no, guys, this is David. David is the gentleman that is kind enough to let us come out and fish on his property, his awesome property that we are just slaying fish on today. Like, I'm gonna have a hard time stopping tonight when it gets dark. I'm just being 100% honest with you. Like, you might find me out here in the morning.
I told you they were hitting nicely.
And I said that when I started. I said David was out here about 4 or 5 days ago, and he said he just slayed them.
Hammered them.
And that's what's happened today, bro. Seriously, like from the first cast I put out, I've just been hammering fish left and right. So, and on a rooster tail. I mean, that's all I've used is the same bait all day. So
They're having it right now.
he's going to probably be throwing something a little bit bigger. So he might pull in a much nicer fish here. I actually caught about a 2-pounder though on the rooster tail. So the second or third bass I caught was about a 2-pounder. So
Let me start pulling out.
there we go. Another fish on right there, guys. It's going to be a much smaller fish. That's going to be our smallest fish of the day. Look at that little baby bass. This might be one of the ones you stocked.
Yeah, that's the same size that's in here.
So David did tell me he was stocking some largemouth, and that might be it right there, because that is hands down, that might be the smallest bass I've ever caught.
About 6-8 inches?
Yeah, about 6 inches. So
That's what I threw in here.
yeah, those guys might end up getting eaten by other bass. If some of your bass are cannibals,
I try to get as big as I could to prevent that.
yeah,
But
they could definitely, that guy could definitely get eaten. That's like the size. I caught a shiner bigger than this a couple videos ago. So that's where that's at. See you, buddy. Oh, guys, he hit that right at the bank. Little bluegill, and he hit it literally right there. Actually, that might be a sunbreast, but he hit that. I mean, he couldn't have been. It's a little sunbreast, or that's what it looks like. It might be a bluegill. That is definitely the smallest bluegill we've caught all day, guys, but I'm pretty sure that's like fish number 10 or 11. I don't think I've ever caught this many fish here in the same day. So dang, I forgot to give a yeeting lesson on that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, do you need help?
all their cows are out. They're in my fields.
Are you serious?
And they're in Louisville.
That's awesome. Yeah, let me make one more cast and I'll go with you.
I'm going to have to get some neighbors out. They get them all back here. So I got about 30 head.
Really? All right. So we're going to put the fishing pole up and we're going to go into farming mode, y'all.
We'll call back in 2 seconds. They're in my back fields. They're trying to cross over to the further back field.
All right, so we went from fishing mode to farming mode. This is life in Kentucky, like real world stuff right here. 1 minute you're fishing, and the next minute we're chasing cattle and getting them in for the neighbor. Let's go.
Yeah, they were back in there.
They must have liked your field, huh? So my brother came out and checked and said the fence was all here.
I guess not.
In case y'all are taking note at home, let me explain something to y'all. The cows go over there by that black barn, right? Somebody came over to let them graze, which is very common here in Kentucky. You know, a lot of the yards and stuff are fenced in. You let your livestock out and you let them graze on fresh grass. The most important thing to do if you're going to do that, though, is you check your outer fences or your perimeter fences for holes. And you're looking for like little small holes that they can kind of, a lot of times what will happen is there'll be like a little hole in the bottom and the cattle will get their head under there and they'll raise it up and then everybody gets out. What you don't want to happen is, here's the fence right here. I don't know if it shows up on the camera that well or not, but there's no hole. We just go from this post all the way over to that post and there's just no fence. So they didn't, whoever told them that they checked this for them, they didn't check it very, we got the cow. She's mad at the cat.
Once they're a certain size, you don't want to.
They definitely seem like they're docile cattle. They've already had some calves. I don't know if they'll let me pet them or not. We'll try here. No, she's definitely not gonna let me pet her.
So that's where you disappeared to.
Obviously, we're not a farming channel. You guys see us fish a lot. So you guys heard me mention Daniel Arms earlier in this video. I'm channeling my inner Daniel Arms today. I mean, we're up here playing with cattle. I mean, what more could you guys want from us? I mean, look at this guy. Just as sweet as it can be. Until it wants to attack me or something. Would you let me like actually touch you on the head or no? You don't know. You're dropping that head like you don't like that. This looks like a big version of Laney Joe. I'm gonna drop a clip in here of Daniel's mini Hereford Laney Joe, and this one resembles her a lot, which I'm sure these are all Hereford cattle, and that's gonna be her baby right there. And then this guy, but she is definitely trying to wean my dude here because she did not like him suckling there. I really wish you'd let me pet your head. I'm not trying to hurt you. There you go, good girl. Yeah, good girl. You don't gotta get mad. It's okay. And there they go. Come on, cows. Now I can make a shirt. Come on, cows. Is that how you call a cow, Daniel? Come on. You're the only one left. You're the only stray. Come on. Guys, obviously this is not how I thought it was going to turn out, but hey, we do what we can to help out the neighbors. I truly appreciate you guys tuning into this video. We had a blast fishing over here on David's property. Now we're going to finish getting these cattle back in. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. If you're new here to the Cameraman Ron channel, don't do what this guy does and just wait around. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, 2022 style. We'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.